trying to divide us, still count my blessings. Lessons, my confessions, go to the higher. These ain't come from the cause, we different in breed, could never deny us. I'm removing the scales from my eyes, I see through the lies they pop. Piper, warfare with spiritual forces, fighting the demons, really for lifers. I was stuck in the state of me trying to survive. I was ready to rise and ready to thrive and cut off the poisonous ties. Ain't no heart in the game, but even the courage we live in the wizard of Oz. Keep the money and change, we ruin the vibes and checking and jiving. In a turbulent time, and we need a spiritual teaching to keep us alive. No more selling us lies or selling beside me while the enemy hide. Yeah, I'm feeling a change in order. Treading dangerous waters, the demise of falsely idols. Get exposed to code and morals. Ooh. I get the remedy, God is the centerpiece. Pray for my enemies, pray for my enemies. I get the tendency, you kinda finicky, huh? Dot on his head, dot on his nose. Follow the lamb, don't follow the goat. Pray for the homie, he died from. I've been healing, feeling, shedding skin till I make my way up. I'm mocking, stepping, repping, flow electric. Time for the wake up. Got rid of them leeches, weakness, ain't no breaching. God is beside us. Still ride with a cook in the fleece. I'ma up my piece if you trying to divide us. Still count my blessings, lessons, my confessions, go to the higher.
It's the only fan-owned franchise here in the NFL. And tens of thousands of those fans have their cheeseheads on and have filled the stands of historic Lambeau Field here in Green Bay, Wisconsin. Today, an NFC battle in store for us between the Chicago Bears and the Green Bay Packers. Officially beyond the halfway point now, eyes starting to shift to the playoff picture as this Week 10 game gets underway. And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game. Offense out now to get us started. It's 1st and 10. Love throwing to start us off. He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. What a hit! He gets flattened to the ground.
I call this quarterback's best friend. Some call it a safety valve, some call it automatic, but it's sure nice as a quarterback when you got a trusty running back over the middle of the field that you could depend on.
Ready.
First carry here for the rookie out of Colorado. He won't be able to get past the line, and very quickly, Brock, they're going to be facing 3rd down to begin this ball game.
You want to see the term read and react with a little video in the football dictionary? That's it.
Here they go, getting set for 3rd and 4.
Set, ready. Drill, green, 50, green. White. Ready?
Love out of the shotgun. He's got the first down grab and still going. And they get this down to the 44 before he stops. He picks up 15 on the play. And it'll give the Packers the first.
That's a statement throw right there. A statement throw that lets the opposing defense know it's not just going to be check down Charlie today. They're going to be willing to push the ball down the field, and this defense better respond.
He isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. Big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
When they were in their defensive meetings this week, that's exactly how you draw it up. Play sound zone defense. Give that quarterback nowhere to go. Let that pass rush get home.
Red 30, blue strikers. Fury, yellow. Rail, yellow. 6, mega.
Shotgun now for Love. Again, he's under pressure, and he goes down. And back-to-back takedowns behind the line of scrimmage set him up now with 3rd down.
Smash. Come on. Set. Hut.
Here he goes, 3rd and long. Completed over the middle. And they'll get him down after he gets into the 48.
You know, I like the completion. You never turn down a completion. That's just not the right throw to make in that spot to move the chains.
4th down punt coming up. Ethan Evans out to do the honors. Brings it in at the 12. And something on the return, but not much as it still ends inside the 20. First call here coming from the shotgun.
What is up?
Hill now from the gun. Well, maybe the rest of the game is going to be headed in the proper direction, Brock, but their first play winds up going backwards. That's a nice quick correction for this front, Brock. Give up the big play and then get a little back on the very next one.
Exactly the kind of response you want to see from your defense. You got to forget about the big play for now and stay focused on that next snap.
To throw, Williams. His first throw is an interception. Andrew Cooper takes it away. Well, for their sake, partner, I sure hope the rest of their pass attempts this game go a whole lot better than that, because it is pretty clear this defense came to play.
And I can promise you this, Kate, nowhere on that opening script does the word interception ever appear. You never want to see an INT. Now they're going to have to flush it. That's the key here for this quarterback in the offense. Got to flush that mistake and press on ahead.
Jump off top by his back. And into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Green Bay. The Packers parlay the interception into points. So, Brock, this offense starting to find its rhythm a bit as they finish things with a touchdown there to give them the lead.
And the key word there that you said is finish, because you want to have that mindset, even early in the game, that field goals aren't going to cut it. So that's great work to make sure they finish with 6 points.
Here's Evans set to kick this away. And he got all of that one out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Bears with some nice field position as they get set. 1st and 10. Now here's DeAndre Swift on the ground. Blast through midfield. Inside the 30. And he takes this one in for a Chicago touchdown. The Bears trim the lead to 1. DeAndre Swift, the touchdown. McLaughlin sacks on the extra point. And the Bears tie this game 7-7. We've got a tie ball game now as they send this away. And he wasn't chancing a return there, putting it out on the back of the end zone for a touchback. A nice starting spot for the Packers here. This is 1st and 10.
Set. Hut. Yellow. 43. Ready.
Takes the handoff, now low. Went it off center, his man just couldn't adjust to it. That throw was looking for Kyle Pitts. So it's 2nd down coming up. Well, he'd been perfect to that point on the drive, Brock. First time we've seen this coverage force him into a misstep in a while.
I know you hear me talk all the time, Kate, about the rhythm of an offense, right?
Yeah.
And I look at it through those optics so much. But it's the same thing defensively. You've got to get a stop, see the ball hit the ground to knock them out of that rhythm.
Now Watson. He's forward, gets a couple of yards. Sent to the ground by Kyler Gordon.
Not the big play they were hoping for when you call a jet sweep, but at the very least, it got him some positive yards. Things could have easily gone backwards there.
Let's see what they draw up on a 3rd and 7.
Set. Ready. 10. Red. Cycle. Ready.
To the air on 3rd and long. It's on target to Williams. he's going to get this to the opposing 41. They managed 22 on the rip and a first down.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your third downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
You ready?
He tosses right to the short side. And they're able to grind him to a halt after a pickup of 4.
I don't mind that call on the early downs. Give that defense something to think about. You got the inside run between the tackles, and whether it's jet sweeps or a little swing pass, or in that case a toss, make sure you threaten to the outside.
Love from the gun. This is complete. It's Matthew Golden. That's a Green Bay touchdown. The Packers break the tie here in the first. So sensational work by the skill man there, Brock. Anytime you can make your quarterback look that good, you know he appreciates it.
That's a quarterback's best friend, no question. But on the other side, gosh, defensively, you got to get that skill player down. Period, end of story. You can't give up that much yards after catch.
That one right down the middle. And the Packers take the lead here, 14-7 in the first. Here's Evans set to kick this away. Okay, well, that one's over the 20, the landing zone, and almost everything else we got here today. So that football coming out to our 35-yard line. Some nice field position here. Bears getting set, 1st and 10. Here's Swift to start the drive. This drive is going to start out with a gain of 5 before they bring him down.
Cool thing about a drive starting run like that, Kate, is it really just gives you every opportunity to play with whatever you want to do. But as for me, I like to reward that runner. Give it to him again and see if he can get you a new set of downs.
First down run gets him 6, so now it is 2nd and 4. Running this one left. He's going to bring this down to their 35. It's a 24-yard gash, and it gives them the first down.
In the triple option system, Kate, you see a lot of the military schools run their fullbacks called a B-back, right behind that QB. B for blocker, because that's what he does the majority of the time. But when these fullbacks get a chance to put on a show and make an A play, I'm all for it.
All set to go now from the 35. First down, and they go right back to it. He's got it in the red zone. And that's a huge hit there, but he's still able to power through enough for a 1st and goal.
They say everything in life, especially in fashion, is cyclical. The same thing with football, right? And I sure hope that this is the beginning of more and more fullbacks getting their chance to show what they can do. Because decades ago, they were a huge part of the game. And moving forward, I sure hope they will be too.
1st and goal, Swift. So some defensive initiative in that goal to go, Brock. They take him down behind the line. 2nd and goal coming up.
You can keep your job in the NFL as a D tackle if you eat up space. You really can. But you make that bag when you can defeat blocks, penetrate, and create runs for losses as a defensive tackle.
Loss sets him up at the 9-yard line. It's 2nd and goal. There's a give, left side. And they're going to keep him out once again. That sends him backwards, brings up 3rd and goal.
A 3-yard loss on the play. It's 3rd and goal.
These two NFC North teams have played one so far. The Packers on top early. We'll return to historic Lambeau Field after this. We're back and all set for the 2nd quarter. Bears football. They need the right call here. It'll be 3rd and goal. 3rd and goal. It's Williams. And he'll score. Touchdown, Chicago. The Bears can tie it up in the second after cutting into the lead. When you reach the status that he has around the league, Brock, well, we all at this point expect him to be making plays like this when he's targeted down near the end zone.
Yeah, I think the best thing I can say about this dude is he makes it look easy a lot of the time. And this game, trust me, is never easy. It speaks to how well he plays this position.
McLaughlin's extra point is up and good. And the Bears tie things up at 14. After tying this game up, they're all set to send her away. And he just sends this out and over the end zone, so no threat of a return. They're going to spot the ball up at the 35 to begin this drive. A nice starting spot for the Packers here. This is 1st and 10. Now Love on the play fake. Nothing there left side as it ends up incomplete. Pass was thrown for Christian Watson. So that brings up 2nd down.
Man, I think that's a little taster, a little entree of what's to come for this wide receiver. He's going to have to make some plays into some contested coverages, and he couldn't do it right there.
Ready. 52 blue. Check,
A 2nd down throw here for Love. Finds him over the middle. He's going to bring it up to the 40-yard line before he stops.
Well, he saw his guys pick up the blitz. He felt them pick it up anyway if he wasn't looking at him. But with their effort on his behalf, I think this QB felt owed to them and the group up front to find somebody to get a completion so that effort up front wasn't in vain.
Ready.
Love on 3rd and short. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
The numbers tell us pretty clearly, you get to 3rd and long, extra long, it's really hard to stay on the field. That's disappointing because that was 3rd and manageable and an incomplete.
Ethan Evans back out there. They're going to punt it away again. And he'll try to have his 2nd punt top his 1st one. Down before the return gets far.
At their own 22-yard line.
First look, a little pistol formation as they come to the line. 1st and 10. Drive start to the quick throw left, complete. And he's going to just get this across midfield before he's taken out of bounds. He'll move the sticks after ripping off a gain of 28.
That's just awesome, Kate. A little bit of multitasking on that catch. Primary focus, as I always say, is you got to catch it first. But out of the corner of his eye, he knew exactly where to go, and he gets a bunch of yak on top of it.
One play in, Brock, and this drive is already in enemy territory. And off now to Hill. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that 1st down play.
Hey, that's a run that's hold home on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Last run only gained a yard. That means it's 2nd and 9. Williams on the play action. That's low and bounces short of his man.
Okay, this quarterback gets out of the pocket, genuinely a coin toss whether he's going to keep it with his legs or put it in the air. Sigh of relief there defensively as that ball falls incomplete.
So after that prior incompletion, it's 3rd down. Throw here, 3rd down. That's Cox. This is Loveland. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
Kid, I can promise you that's one of those play-action plays they've repped over the week. They're in practice. They're both quarterback and tight end. Went to bed last night thinking, man, I hope this one's called. And when it is, I hope we have just a little space to operate. That play-action works beautifully. And the tight end, the beneficiary.
Putting a receiver in motion. Williams on first down. This is brought in. Big gain here for Loveland. And he's going to be brought down at the 23-yard line. A gain of 15 there. And it'll be first down Bears.
Sure seems like he knew exactly what he wanted, and he got it, going right where he wanted to with the ball off the snap.
So a new set of downs. Here we go. First and 10. Stick it in the air. It's Williams. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. Working quickly here. Williams from the gun. Too much lead on that throw. That falls incomplete ahead of his target. Now he already has himself one interception in this game, partner, and throws like that are going to find him another if he isn't careful.
Yep, those are the throws you want to intersperse and sprinkle into your passing game, because if they become the norm and you're constantly thrown into coverage, that's when one pick becomes two, two becomes three, and on and on.
No connection on the last play. Now it's third down. Man in motion here. Third and long for him here. That's complete to Coleman out left. And he's down inside the red zone before hitting the deck.
You've got to be cognizant of where the line to gain is. You can't run that route short, and you certainly can't throw it. That route's just not deep enough. You needed to extend it closer to the chains for a first down.
On to try the field goal now, Chase McLaughlin. Ball on the left hash, 37 yards out. The kick by McLaughlin is good. And they're able to convert despite that errant snap.
Well, I know once that drive stalls out, that's where it really pays to have that reliable kicker on the sideline ready to bail you out. And he knocks that one right through to give him the lead.
And that one flies right on past the end zone. Did not make an effort to even hit the landing zone, Brock. So they're going to gift him a drive starting at the 35. A nice starting spot for the Packers here. This is first and 10.
Here we go. Here we go. 33. Yellow. Blaster, 6. Ready?
There's Love to throw. Here's his band complete. And he'll get it up to the 44.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for in first down. Textbook. It sets up second and very manageable, and it creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
22 needle.
Handoff on second and short. He's all the way across midfield, down inside that 45-yard line. It's a gain of 12 on that one. And that's good for a Green Bay first down.
That right there, that will make the coaches happy. He didn't just get the first down, but got a healthy chunk of bonus yards afterwards.
Markers are reset. Here we go. Ball at the 44.
Ready. Set.
First down throw. Here's Love. That'll be incomplete to start the new set of downs. Couldn't make the hook up with Matthew Golden. And it's going to be second down.
There's the importance of staying in phase as a defender. He was all over him in coverage, and that really did help force the incompletion.
60 reps. 60 reps. Set.
Second and 10. Love trying again. This one found by a defender instead and knocked away. Back-to-back passes failing to connect, Brock. It's third down.
You know, that is so hard to do. It's called body control. Great positioning to swat the ball away, not go through the receiver, no penalty flag. He's got the body control and, more importantly, the timing to knock that ball away.
No connection on the last play, and now it's third down.
Let's go. Yellow, 43. Hut, hut.
Third and long, ready to throw. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Kyer Elam makes the play. Into the red zone. And it's a house call. Pick six. Touchdown, Chicago. That play, Brock, that play was beautiful. Not just making the interception, but then seeing the return slowly come together in front of him as he took it all the way to the house.
Yeah, I think even for us up here in the booth, it looked like a scene out of a movie, didn't it? Starts running it back, scans the field for a lane, then the blocks come just in the nick of time to wipe out the would-be tacklers, and he's got open space and nothing but the end zone in front of him.
He got all of that one out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
A nice starting spot for the Packers here. This is 1st and 10.
Come on, set.
Love back to it after the pick. Hits him on the in route. And he didn't get much time to secure it as he takes a shot. Good job to even hang on through that catch there.
Ready.
This is 2nd and 6 coming up.
Here we go, set. Black 40. Set, huh?
Shotgun now for Love. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Trying to find Matthew Golden. And it's third down now. They were looking for him again, Brock, and for a moment, we thought he had another catch. But then that contact knocked the football from his hands.
Kind of become a victim of his own early success. Not too different, Kate, than a pass rusher that gets a sack. You know what happens? Got to slide to him, got to chip to him. You get a receiver that gets it going like this, you know more contact and more focus is coming his way.
Fish, hut, hut.
Throwing his Love on third. Gets it to him on the screen. And he's able to move past the 45 before going out. That one gains 7. And it'll give the Packers the first.
This dude just simply got a nose for the marker no matter how they get him the ball, Kate. Hand it to him, and he sniffs out that first down. Get it to him on a screen, and it's no different. He surges ahead and keeps this drive moving.
He's going to get a hand in there and knock that one away. So 2nd down now after the incompletion.
Such a big part of that breakup, Kate, or any breakup as a corner, is your positioning relative to the target. And really, the timing of it all. You can be in the right spot, but if you don't time it, that ball is still caught at this league. That corner played that one nearly perfectly.
Red, yellow. Red, cycle. Ready, ready.
Back to the air. Love. Completed over the middle. Tackle made at the 10. 1st and goal coming up.
I can guarantee you that's going to be a Tell the Truth Monday right there in the film room, front and center, showing you the importance of tackling in the open field. An opportunity to cut him down sooner, but the broken tackle allowed him to add those extra yards to the catch.
Offense getting set. Here's 1st and 10.
Black, ready.
And the receiver's going to take this one on the jet sweep. And that right there is the start of what could be a goal line stand. They hit him for a loss on 1st and goal.
You see that sweep blown up before it gets to the outside, you know defensively, tremendous anticipation. But even more, better execution.
All right, a couple of yards to make up, Brock. Time to rediscover the magic on this drive. Here's 2nd and 12.
Smash, red. Ready.
Love out of the shotgun. He goes down. The Bears got him. The Packers trying to hurry to the line.
7-yard loss. Brings up 3rd down.
And cycle. Chalk, 17. Watch out now. 50 Fury.
Third and long. Here's Love. He brings it in. Touchdown, Green Bay. The Packers make it a one-score game before halftime. Now the second time we've had the privilege of calling a touchdown pass to him in this opening half, Brock, and you're starting to get the feeling that he isn't done yet.
Well, but defensively, Kate, you got to do something different. It's kind of like a pitcher who gives up a home run and then a second home run to that same guy. You are not going to give him a pitch to hit, and this defense has got to start taking this receiver away.
That's up and through for the point after. And the Packers cut it to a field goal game. Raleigh set up and it's away. Just a three-point game now. And that one bounces through the end zone for a touchback.
Over first and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
There's 35 seconds to go in the half as they are ready to begin their drive. They've got a man in motion. Quick throw, right side, complete to start this drive. And he gets back to the line, but no more.
No gain on the play. Brings up
Working from the gun, Williams.
at the 35-yard line.
Finds his running back, DeAndre Swift. And he's going to be driven out by a defender just before he can get it up to midfield. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12.
Year after year, the best offenses are multifaceted. It's not just the receivers or the tight ends that can make plays through the air. When you get running backs that can attack the middle of the field like that, man, is it difficult on the defense.
Off the play fake, Williams. That's caught, he found some space. And he's going to be driven out of bounds. The gain gets this down inside the 35. An excellent gain, 20 yards there, and that's going to move the sticks.
That wasn't going anywhere else on that play. It's one of the ones called specifically for the tight end because they know he's able to get a good release off that play action, and then he gets himself in space to do some damage.
Out of the pistol, Williams. Throwing the out route complete. And he takes this in. Touchdown, Chicago. The Bears will add to their lead at the end of the half. So, Brock, this offense looking sharp here in the first half as they extend their lead.
You know, and when things are going well, sometimes you really just get into a groove. And this is a unit that's putting the pieces together.
McLaughlin attack on the extra point. And the kick is good. And we're going to have some extra yardage added to the kickoff on the roughing call. Well, you can't do that. Got to avoid hitting the kicker. And because of that, the kickoff will be coming from midfield. Time left for maybe a return plus a play here as they send this away. He's got the squiver. And the decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30.
First and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Here's the final play of our first half.
Here we go, set. 60 red. 60 red. Green jack. Set.
Throwing here just before halftime. Knocked away, that's going to be incomplete. Defender there, that brings up second down. So we're through 2 quarters now, still a half of football to be played. We'll be back with more of the NFL on EA Sports. Well, if you love high-scoring games, no doubt you have been glued to your television so far. And no signs of slowing down as we begin our second half. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this second half. We've got a touchback. The Bears with some nice field position as they get set. 1st and 10. Putting the tight end in motion. First down throw by Williams. He's going deep. He lays out for it and makes the catch. It's a huge pickup on the play. And that'll be first down, Chicago.
I try to remind you a time or two, Kate, that you always got to start your read from the secondary forward. You got to see what the safeties are doing. If you're going to throw a ball in the middle third, deep downfield like that, you have to have tremendous awareness of where those safeties were, and the QB just nailed it.
First down, Williams. And he's taken down as they very quickly get into 1st and goal.
It was such a privilege for me to watch Marvin Harrison and Reggie Wayne in person in Indianapolis do their work. Darryl Jackson out in Seattle. They showed how great a deep out is as a chain-moving play. It's all about getting that leverage at the top of the route and then exploiting the leverage as that ball arrives on time downfield.
Back-to-back big plays have them all set up. 1st and goal here.
What is up?
Oh, fullback's got it. Look at the power. And he gets in. Touchdown. The Bears grow the lead coming out of halftime. McLaughlin to tack on the extra point. Right down the middle. It's good. And the Bears take a 3-possession lead. Here's Trujillo to kick it away. And he wasn't chancing a return there, putting it out on the back of the end zone for a touchback. A nice starting spot for the Packers here. This is 1st and 10.
Here we go. Black, 95. Claus, 10.
Love from the gun. Quick slant into the hands of Golden. And this one breaks beautifully as they're going to get it forward to their own 45. An even 10-yard gain on the play. And that's good for a Green Bay 1st down.
Trouble, 38.
1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Let's go now. Yellow, 40, Fury, yellow. Ready.
Love now. Throw left side is caught by Pitts. And he's taken out of bounds as he gets it down near the red zone.
That's just so good. I mean, that is teaching tape right there. It's what you want your guys to do. To not just catch it and fall down, but have a plan. Yes, you got to catch it first, but then have a plan to go attack. Be aggressive. Get those yards after catch. That is a job well done.
Ready?
Love now on 1st and 10. Quick slant, that's Williams. And it goes the distance. Touchdown, Green Bay! The Packers start the second half with some needed points. All right, so the offense does its job, Brock. Now they need their defense to give them a chance to overcome that big deficit.
The momentum in the building's clearly changed. We can feel it here in the booth, but you're right. It's now to the defense to make a stop and give them a chance.
That one splits the uprights. And the Packers cut the lead down to 10. That lead trimmed just a bit, down to 10 points now as the kick is up and away. Okay, well, that one's over the 20, the landing zone, and almost everything else we got here today. So that football coming out to our 35-yard line. Some nice field position here. Bears getting set, 1st and 10. Williams from the gun. This is Loveland working the right side. And they get him out just before he can move those chains, partner. It's a gain of 9 on 1st down.
I can't tell you how nice it is to have a big, trustworthy tight end in the passing game. Such great size to have, and he forces those defenses to find a way to try to match up when they can't.
Williams with a quick pass out wide. And they're going to down him by contact as they've got enough for a new set of downs.
Move the chains! Gotta move them chains! Build momentum. Keep that defense on its heels.
1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Ball just a yard shy of midfield. 1st and 10. Out of the gun, here's Williams. Has him on the quick hitter. And he fights his way down to the 35 before the defense can get him out. 12 yards on that play and a good call nets him the 1st.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them a 1st down.
Again, it's Williams. He put everything he had into this one. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete.
This defense, they had a plan, and they've done an excellent job executing it. Instead of a main character, they've reduced this receiver to a footnote. Kudos to the job collectively on defense.
Ball stays at that 37. Here's 2nd and 10. Williams on the play action. Oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Picked off by Nate Hobbs. And the Packers are going to have it after his 2nd interception of the season.
Well, that's now 2, Kate, that they've gotten him for picks in this game, and he's got to be careful, right? You've got to protect the football. It is the greatest treasure you have as an offense. And this defense, well, they've got 2 in their pocket, and you know they're going to be going after number 3.
And he's going to be taken down here after he takes it to the 45. That play good for 17 on a 1st down.
Well, more often than not, it's the passing game that's asked to go from 1st down to 1st down in just one play. But when you get that big play potential on the ground, geez, it just infuses your offense with confidence.
Ready. 10 block. Set.
Love with it on 1st down. Has him running the comeback. And he's going to be hauled out on a gain across midfield, down inside the 45-yard line. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12. 1st and 10 from the 43.
1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
33. Yellow. Blue striker. Hut.
Shotgun now for Love. Escapes the pocket. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
Second down, still 10 to go after that incomplete pass.
Let's go now. Yellow. 22. Hut.
Using the legs here. And that's when Reed goes backwards, Brock. They hand him a loss of 5.
It's easy for me to say up here in the friendly confines of the booth, Kate, but that was not the right read. And you hate seeing him absorb yet another hit at the end of the play. You never want him taking unnecessary shots throughout this game.
Offense looking to convert as they come up to the line. 3rd down.
Set. 45. White. Ready.
3rd and long for him here. Bears getting close, and they're going to take him down. Going to couple of really good plays, Brock, made back-to-back behind the line to bring up 4th down. The Packers send out their punting unit. And good work there to get it out of the deep end on their side. It's up near the 30.
Their own 26-yard line.
Chicago bringing the offense to the line. It's 1st and 10. Shaking off the pick quickly. He's going to throw. Oh, no, they get him yet again. Andrew Cooper takes it away. And the Packers get it back on his 6th interception of the season. Well, what better way to follow up one interception than by getting back out there and picking off another on the first play of the very next drive.
And think of all the work the offense just did on the sideline to try and recover. Okay, let's put together a good plan. Here's your adjustment. And in just one play, you flush it all down the toilet.
Packers getting set here. 1st and 10.
Here we go. Black, 95. Set.
Here's Love. That's Golden working the sideline. And he goes out approaching that 10-yard line.
That one came with a higher degree of difficulty. He had to balance focusing on the catch while staying in bounds.
Offense is set. This is 2nd and 2.
Set, hut. Set.
Love now to throw. Dumped off to his running back. And he's taken down as they very quickly get into 1st and goal.
At that down and distance, this group was pretty confident a screen would get him enough yards for the first, and it did. And so long as it keeps working like that, I bet you it'll be a go-to play for them when they need it the next time.
They'll break the huddle and come up on 1st and goal.
Here we go, set. Yellow, 43.
They'll try and punch it in. And he only manages one. Couple of defenders there to bring him down. Offense in the hurry up here.
It's a gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and goal.
Yellow, Lonnie. Ready?
He gets it again. And he is in this time. Touchdown, Green Bay. The Packers pick it off and get points on the ensuing drive. They kept it on the ground as opposed to airing it out, and that time, well, Brock, the ground game paid off.
Well, these great rushing attacks down here that could score rushing touchdowns, it takes the whole party getting involved. Yeah, the burst of the running back was tremendous. How about the launch of his blockers right off the line of scrimmage? That's a touchdown the entire way, and it took the entire group offensively.
Volley set up, and it's away. Just a 3-point game now. And he just sends this out and over the end zone, so no threat of a return. They're going to spot the ball into the 35 to begin this drive. The Bears with some nice field position as they get set. 1st and 10. Not deterred by that pick. He's throwing again. Looking sideline, caught by Loveland. And he's going to just get this across midfield before he's taken out of bounds. He finds him 16 yards and a new set of downs. One play in, Brock, and this drive is already in enemy territory. Williams to throw on 1st. Cut out left. And he nearly gets him another 1st down as they force him out just shy of the marker.
When Bill Walsh was implementing the drag route with the 49ers in the 80s, it sounded the same way as it did with Mike Holmgren and me with the Seahawks in the 2000s versus man on the drag route, run away. You see zone coverage, settle down, get the quarterback his numbers, and you can find a completion just like that.
No luck finding his receiver that time, and that leaves him with 3rd and short.
Even the best of them can be hurried into a throw before they're ready, and that pressure just messed up all the timing, the rhythm, and the clock of the quarterback.
This connects with Higgins. He He's got his guys into the red zone before someone can force him out. Give him 24 yards on that one. And it'll be first down Bears.
Just excellent effort on that catch. And a lightning quick transition from bringing that football in to getting vertical. He was not content for a second to end that play where he caught it. Any catch he makes, his intent is to put some serious yards on top of it.
That's going to be an incomplete pass on the throw to the right. He's been a frequent target throughout this game, Brock. We've seen that coverage tighten up a little bit more on him every time the ball's thrown his way.
Well, hasn't taken him off the board completely. He's still beating them for some catches, but that heightened focus defensively does lead to moments like that one where what would normally be a catch falls incomplete.
Motion man is the tight end. He's going left. Williams throwing again here on second down. And again, it's going to hit the ground. Incomplete. Looking for his running back, and 2 straight incompletions that made this third down.
That is normally a gimme for this offense, these short throws. But the defense, well, they had just enough influence on that play to force the incompletion.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got third down. Air it out on third. That's Cox. This is Loveland. And this drive is going to continue. He's taken down at the 2 on third down. They've got themselves a first and goal.
Okay, when you watch the combine, you'll watch guys try to make this throw. And without chemistry, it's so hard to execute. That was picture perfect. That's a QB and receiver on the same page because that route, that deep out to the field, that takes just a different level of connectedness.
Fullback trying to power it across. And he won't get in. The daylight was there for just a second, but it closed just in time to keep him out. So it's going to be second and goal. I love this. He gets another one. Keep feeding that fullback, baby. And he takes it into the end zone for a Chicago touchdown. The Bears stretch their lead on the final play of the third. Nobody counted on a return trip to the end zone for him, partner, and maybe that's why it worked out for his second score of this game.
Yeah, and if 2's good, make him stop this fullback because the dude is on fire.
Let's go. His kick is good, for the moment at least, as we've got a flag down on the field. I think they're going to get him for hitting the kicker. A costly unforced error, and they get flagged for roughing the kicker. So after figuring out the flag, now we've reached the end of our third quarter. This one not out of reach quite yet, but it is a 2-score game to begin the fourth. Here's Trujillo to kick it away. Fields the hard squib kick. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. Offense showing trips outright as they get set for this 1st and 10.
Set, ready. 10 black. Ready.
Love out of the shotgun. Pass caught out right by Golden. And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense.
Well, every once in a while you understand a play that loses a yard or 2. But losing that much on a completion, there is some kind of malfunction with the offense. They'd have been better off abandoning that play. Heck, you might as well punt it.
Right.
Love from the gun. He just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be third down.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
3rd and long. Here's Love. This one to Williams out left side. And he's going to have this down to the 42-yard line. 3rd and 18 kills most drives, right? But they find an opening and hit it to pick up the first. So the big play gets him inside the opposing 45, Brock, with a new set of downs to boot.
Trouble, 38. Last, 95. Set.
Thrown on 1st down, Love. Short pass brought in. And he's able to get this to the 32 before going down.
4 yards. Complete to number 9, Christian Watson. 10 yards on the pickup. It's second.
On the double.
Ball forward, and I think you've got this 1st down, Brock. It's 2nd and inches.
Set.
Here's the long back of the handoff. And this is down to the 28 before the defense halts it. They'll say he got 5 there, but Brock, all they care about is the 1st down that comes with it.
That's certainly a spot where you could be more aggressive, Kate, if you want to take your shots. But some coaches, even the bolder ones, will take the safe play first when they get it from time to time. No 3rd down required now.
Ready?
1st down throw. Here's Love. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Try and find Matthew Golden. And it sets up 2nd down. You go middle of the field against zone coverage, Brock. You know this firsthand. You are throwing into rush hour, and there aren't a lot of easy completions to be found in that part of the field.
Yeah, and a lot of those throws, Kate, you're signing your guy up to take some sort of hit. It's on you to protect your guys. Credit that defense for flying around and making the play.
2nd and 10. Love trying again. Right side, reeled in by Pitts. And he gets this down inside the red zone before going out.
When you see play action, do all you can to get your eyes to the tight end, because that's their bread and butter. That play action gives him time off the line, helps chip a rusher, or even helps sell that fake. And then when he releases, he gets out, he gets some leverage. He gets to that edge before the defender can cover him.
Back-to-back carries here. And this one has no chance. Hit well behind that line. That brings up 4th down.
Fight 60. Ready?
Desperation time here. And they don't get the catch they need there. Their hand was forced, Brock. Had to try and go for it, but they turn it over on downs.
Well, I think every analytics book out there, Kate, said you got to go for it. You're in 4-down territory, down a couple scores here in the 4th. But now it's all about the defense. Can the defense come with a quick turnover or a stop to somehow, some way, spark a comeback?
Buying some time right. And he's just going to get rid of this one. Smart move there. When you saw the field, it's going to be 2nd down.
Kate, I got to believe he harkened back to that earlier pick and thought the better of making another. Getting outside the pocket, he was either going to try to run for it, had nowhere to go, so he simply threw it away.
After the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. Now give left side. And they'll start some work to do now on 3rd down as he only manages to get back to the line of scrimmage. That's not his game, Brock. That's not his game. He's somebody who wants to win by running through people, not popping out into space.
Yeah, I think we can agree he's probably going to hear that same messaging when he gets to the sidelines, too.
Packers loading up the secondary on 3rd. 6 DBs out there. Here he goes, 3rd and long. Pass brought in by Burton. He's going to get this one to the 36-yard line. They'll get 14 yards and a new set of downs.
You know, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap 1st down.
They'll run here on 1st down. We heard he's forward here for a 9-yard gain. 2nd down coming up.
Yeah, I know you can read your partner right now, Kate. You know I'm smiling because that was a callback to the early days of football with fullbacks. Yeah, fullbacks, not running backs. They were the one that led the ground game. He didn't stop at a yard or two. He ripped off a nice chunk for them right there.
Going right back to the fullback. Next play. Again, he's got room. And he takes this one in for a Chicago touchdown. The Bears can put this out of reach as they make it a 16-point lead. We are going to have to dig into the scouting reports from when he got drafted, Brock, because I'm not sure any of us knew he had that kind of run in him.
No, that's usually one of the stat backs on the roster that we expect to hit home runs, even a receiver for that backfield if they're feeling fancy. But a fullback breaking away for that type of run,
sir.
I think he surprised us all with those afterburners.
And that one flies right on past the end zone. Did not make an effort to even hit the landing zone, Brock. So they're going to gift him a drive starting at the 35. A nice starting spot for the Packers here. This is 1st and 10.
Let's go. 52 blue. Ready.
Love looking to pass. That's him on the quick hitter. He's going to bring it up to the 40-yard line before he stops.
You know, Kate, over the years, I have heard defensive coordinators say, hey, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. You got to earn the right for me to call blitzes. And when you call a blitz and you don't get home and you don't hit the quarterback, you've earned nothing.
Defender gets to him right around the line. It's going to be marked as no gain. So, Brock, that means 3rd down coming up.
When you rush the passer, it's kind of like tracking down a runner. That same athleticism comes to life. He looked pretty good hunting his prey right there.
Chance to move the chains here on 3rd and 4.
Set, go.
To the air with Love. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Picked off by Ennis Rakestraw. And it's a hitch call. Pick 6. Touchdown, Chicago. Went to the oh-well one too many times, Brock, and this time the defense was ready for it.
Now, you make as many catches as he has in this game, you're going to attract some extra attention. The news probably going his way in the near future. He had somebody there waiting for it that time.
Well, Brock, hopefully some short memories on offense as they get it right back here on the kickoff after that pick 6. And he got all of that one out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
They're on the 35-yard line.
A nice starting spot for the Packers here. This is 1st and 10.
Here we ready.
Out of the gun. They'll give it to him inside. This drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line.
This is one of those plays that I wish we had the huddle mic'd up, Kate, because I can assure you that offensive line in their own way is telling that running back, sorry, we did not give you any chance.
Back to the well again. He's unable to get away from that tackle. Good work by the defense. Nothing gained on 2nd down. Bears bringing out an extra DB here. 3rd down.
Come on, set. 50, green. Smash, red. Hut.
Shotgun now for Love. And that's a win for the pass rush. Hit as he threw it, leads to the incompletion. 4th down coming up.
That's what I call complimentary defense right there. That pressure by the group up front, that leads to the incompletion and to the benefit of that secondary.
Ready?
Here he goes. Got to have this on 4th down. It's on target to Williams. And this is across midfield. They're going to stop him at that 45-yard line. What a play to beat this defense on 4th down. 23 yards and a first.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
Ready?
On 1st and 10, here's Love. He's got it to him yet again, and that one is caught.
There's no route on the old proverbial route tree, Kate, that takes more trust than throwing an out route. You're throwing it to a spot and believing your guy can get there.
Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. Fights his way through a tackle. And he's taken down, but he's got it to the 29. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the first down.
Danger, Kate. Danger, I say. You get this guy in the open field, and he is dangerous to take it to the house.
Love now on 1st and 10. This one taken in by Baker. And they bring him down after the play reaches the 26.
There's no question, Kate, big plays down the seam or big tight ends a fan favorite, but it's those type of catches right there. The short yardage, it gets good coverage, contested catches that really make tight ends a locker room favorite.
And he goes down. The Bears got him. They got to keep moving quick here.
An 11-yard loss on the play. Brings up 3rd down.
White.
3rd and long for him here. And he gets down to the 24 before he stops.
Feet nice, Kate. Feet nice. They so often tell the story of every position on the field. When that quarterback's feet nice move to his secondary read, and so often it's a tight end, well, it's incumbent on that defense to fly to the ball. You want to make that tackle, force the 4th down? It took a great defensive effort to do it.
And oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Tyreek Stevenson has it. And the Bears will take over as he records his first interception of our season.
That's just one of those situations that is so difficult to be a quarterback in that spot. It's kind of like being a pitcher in a 3-0 count. You just oftentimes don't win, and you feel like you got to force the issue, and you force the issue, interceptions follow.
Bears making their way up to the line. Here comes 1st and 10.
What is up?
The give to the fullback. And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense. So the Bears take this one on the road. And yet another challenger is vanquished as they continue to carry this undefeated season in November. So for Brock Heward and all of our crew, I'm Kate Scott, wrapping up another edition of the NFL on EA Sports. The Bears winners as we say so long from Green Bay.